Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. That's right, we're gonna remember Tommy Tallarico. That's what we're gonna do today. Let's see what Mr. Tommy's up to now. He's a backgammon champion. Oh my lord. Oh, let's look at what he's doing out here in the community.
You ever notice with backgammon players that we always talk about the rolls that went against us?
There's a few rolls that went against there, Mr. Tommy Tallarico, specifically the Amico, but he's still moving forward. This is where he's at right now. Man, he's he's like me. He's gotten some wear and tear on him, right? Me because of the sleepless nights, being a new dad again, and him, well, he's been through hell and back. You know what? But he's still out there. You know, fortunately, his page hasn't been updated in a while. It still has the Intellivision Entertainment logo up there. But you know what? He's still working. Look at this. November 16th, February 22nd, April 22nd. He's into 2025. The man is still working, still rocking and rolling. His Twitter is silent, obviously, because of the whole Intellivision debacle. And we have some commentary here. What are we looking at? Let's see here. Did you know Tommy Tallarico invented backgammon? Tommy Tallarico, the greatest backgammon player. Let's see, there's some replies here to this. Gosh, Tommy deserved an Oscar. His mother must be proud. Tommy Tallarico spent 5 years working with Miyamoto-san on a backgammon game for the Wii. Oh man, you know, they still remember Tommy. I still have I have to say I have a soft spot for Tommy. I didn't invest anything, you know. I still have deposits out there. I have to say, like I've always said, I got my money's worth from those deposits. You know, I mean, there was so much entertainment, guys. When I reflect back to those days, you know, and we're talking this 2020, we're in 2024 now, almost to 2025. You know, I was living in Malaysia, teaching out there. Because of that, I was able to meet my wife when I was traveling to different countries out there. And, you know, I came back and I wasn't able to reconnect with my wife because when I came back, that's when COVID happened. You know, and for us, we were trying to get married at the time, and everything, all our plans just went to scrap because we couldn't do it anymore. Not only that, we're apart in 2 continents. If you guys remember, you couldn't even fly, right? I have to, you know, and at the same time, right, at the same time that this is happening, I got a job with a new company that happened to be working with COVID-related products. Let me just say that because I still have NDAs to worry about. COVID-related products, so I had no days off, right? Like, you know, as far as during the week, I was working 6 days a week during the peak of COVID, and I didn't take any COVID money. You know, I didn't take money like Pat the NES punk from the government. You know, I just had to just work. And when the Intellivision Amico happened, it was the bright spot right on my day. It was just, you know, coming home and see what happened during the day and what Tommy has said and what people were reacting to. And there was Amico After Dark and, you know, different people making different videos and people, you know, promoting the Amico. And, you know, people got together, you know, whether you were a hater or for the Amico, whatever. It was an entertaining time, man. You know, when you're in the thick of it, right, when you're battling back and forth, you know, and on YouTube, you take it one way, but when you look, you know, through time, right, most people that I met were decent folks. Not all of them, right, but most of them were decent people. And, you know, some of them I still talk to today, right? Some of them, maybe we disagreed with the Amico, but we agreed politically. It's just, when you get to know some people, I don't agree politically with, and we still talk. That's how America should be, right? For me, I'm always going to have a soft spot for this whole thing, guys. When I started talking about Amico, I had like 250 subscribers, right? I started gaining subscribers after talking about the Amico, and specifically because I was for it when it came out. I'm a Gen Xer, and what he was talking about, that was great, right? And then the details came out, right? And then I became a detractor, because the math didn't add up. But when I'm reflecting now, when I reflect now on what it was, man, it was good. For those of us who enjoyed the ride, for those of us who was looking at entertainment, when people ask me why I didn't get a refund for the 2 pre-orders that I have, it's because it was worth every penny. It was worth every penny for me. I got, look how many years of entertainment. I mean, it's 2024. I'm still talking about this stuff for $200. For $200, you got so much entertainment from Tommy Tallarico. You made friends, right? You got entertained not only by what was being produced by different creators, by what Tommy was saying, but also by people who would comment on the videos, right? At some point it got crazy where you had people coming in that weren't there originally. I'm talking about the original haters, and I'm talking about the original promoters. That was very few people. Later on, people started coming in that really were not part of the original battles there. But overall, it's something that I still remember fondly. I don't make Amico videos anymore because there's nothing to talk about, right? There's nothing to talk about. Could there be something to talk about later? Let me tell you my thoughts here. One thing that you should know about this backgammon community is that there's a lot of gentlemen like these, right? Retirees that have extra income, a lot of extra income, right? A lot of it. And, they're willing to invest in things. Now, this is a different kind of investment, right? It wouldn't be, right? Not all of them, but there's a lot of older Gen Xers in here that have disposable income, that this is their hobby. In general, the community of backgammon are people with money. They are, right? Certain people tend to have certain hobbies that other people don't usually have, and they congregate in these little pools, right? So when it comes to looking for investors, for example, this is a target-rich environment, let me tell you. And it wouldn't be anything public like we saw before, like we're raising this from gamers. No, this is something that you can come up with, right? Like if I was here, right? If I was here and I wanted to say, look, I have this company, it's a cell phone entertainment, and I give the whole spiel. There's 3 billion players all over the world, right? And I have this thing going. Maybe I develop a backgammon app. I don't know. I don't know. It's Amico Home, right? But it would be an environment where you could get private investors, right? You could get venture capital from in here. You could raise some money. And remember, Tommy's not doing that bad, right? A certain lady took half his stuff, but Tommy still got a lot of stuff, right? And he's still working. So, it's not like he's lost all his income and he's selling his home. Let's say he got a couple of mil from the Amico. He's selling his home. He had to pay some things, the wife, yada, yada, yada. He's got $3-4 million in there, right? At 10%, you're looking $300,000 every year, and it's compounding. And he could just let that sit, and you take these tour dates, right? At his peak, Tommy was making like $400,000, I think I remember when I looked at it, from these concerts. Remember, a lot of these concerts are pre-sold to a lot of corporations, for example, that want to give out tickets to save things, right? If you don't want to offend anybody, this is the reason why these sell, right? If you want to give a family experience to a lot of people, this is a safe concert. People are going to be there from the community. Part of the reason that you invite people to perform for free, right, at your event is because their friends or family are going to come. the more you put on your show, the more their friends and family are going to come and they're going to pay for the tickets. And this is how this thing works. And you just keep on going. And then if you really, really want to meet Tommy Tallarico, then you go for the VIP experience, right? And that's been working for him, and it still works for him. It doesn't matter what you say, that's undeniable, right? That this is generating income for him. And it probably will for the next couple of years until he decides to retire. I don't think that's something that he's going to quit doing. And even when he quits, he's still part owner of it. So that'll generate income for him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Tommy in the future. But I think for somebody like him, it's going to be hard, right? It's going to be hard to leave the spotlight. It's going to be hard for him not to be famous in the way he was used to being famous, right? I mean, remember, this gentleman was on TV, he was, worked on video games, yada, yada, yada. We all know the stories. I think he's going to try to maintain something, right? It's just his nature. That would be my guess. But I don't know. When it comes to what he's doing next, I think it's going to be hard for him not to be in the video game industry. I think he's going to try to raise some capital, not his own, raise some capital for something that has to do with Amico Home. That would be my guess, right? That would be my guess. When that's going to be, I don't know. Could be a year, could be 2. He just really needs to raise enough money to keep John Alvarado busy, right? To pay him a salary. That's pretty much it. And they could keep on going because now there's no hardware to worry about. They just don't have the capability of producing consoles. There's no money there. And they're just going to rinse and repeat. Are they going to raise $16 million again? No. But could you raise $1 million, $2 million for a cell phone venture from these people in backgammon? Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to remember when it came to the Intellivision Amico, there wasn't that many people that invested. You would think that for $16 million, it would have been thousands and thousands and thousands of people. It wasn't. I can't remember the figure off my head. I thought it was like 5,000 people or something like that raised all that money. So if you get a couple of whales in there, you could probably do it. If they get to put their names on it, it could be a vanity project. Something like that I could see happening. But I don't see just Tommy walking away, just like that. I don't see him fading away. I think he's got one more project in him. That would be my guess. All right, guys, if something happens, I'll comment on it. I just wanted to give you an update, my thoughts of the Amico up to now. I'm getting ready here for vacation pretty soon. I'll be leaving in a few weeks. And pretty much December, I'll be taking off. I might make some commentary here and there, but don't look for a lot of content, man. I need my vacation. I've been working really, really hard. The wife and I need some time off together, of course, with the baby. So it's a working vacation. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Take care.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.